Hello, my loves. I'm doing my first retreat. I honestly can't wait. Okay. I have done in-person, well, one in-person event. In my head, I'm moving. I'm so, a part of me is like so futurist focused that in my mind, I've already held my event in Miami in June because I know exactly how it's gonna go and kind of like the crowd and the vibes and everything. So in my head, I've already hosted events, two in my mind, but it's been one. It's been a fantastic event. However, this is something else and this is something different. This is my first ever retreat, a very small group retreat, under 20 people most likely. And it's gonna happen in Glastonbury, United Kingdom, this coming June 26th and June 27th. Okay, didn't butcher the dates. That's good news. I get a brownie points for that. Okay, now I can relax and just tell you the genesis of this. Okay, as you guys will know, I move in the flow. For things like that, I move in the flow. Like when I am birthing something, I cannot think of limitations. I cannot think of fears. I cannot think of money. Like none of that stuff matters when something like that wants to come through. So this was a major calling for me, the Glastonbury retreat. My only hesitation was how late in the game I'm launching this. Here's the deal. I always go to Glastonbury for the Summer Solstice. It is massively activating for me. I think I'm gonna do it till the day that I die. Literally every year in June, I'm there. One day I'll have a true house type, like building type retreat there, like a center, like a retreat center, and I can't wait. Now, in the interim, I like to meet my friends, my close friends, who are on the same spiritual path in Glastonbury. And, you know, we have this wonderful gathering every year and it's so activating, so heart-filled, and it's just healing, massively healing too. I like holding space for people and, you know, they're my amazing mirrors. And this year, I feel like I'm meant to hold space for a larger group. As in, I started getting massive visions of like me hosting space in Glastonbury, small group. I kind of knew where, and it was just, it felt inevitable in the best way possible, like in the way that you can be like pregnant with something and you're like, I know this is gonna be birthed. And so I set aside logic, because planning an event in a span of under 2 months makes no sense. And I needed it to be right after the summer solstice, because June 20th and 21st, I personally will get activated. I'm gonna go through a massive rite of passage, I already know. And the energies, my energies are gonna be very different after June 21st. And I'm like, I must hold space after for the people, for my tribe. And I literally see it as a soul gathering. As in 2 days of like soul family stuff that we get to do together. So here's the tea, you guys. Here's the tea. Day one, we spend at the Chalice Well. For those of you that know Glastonbury, you've been there. It's such a marquee place there. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's the gardens. So we're renting a room at the Chalice Well, and it's going to be it's I call it the shedding of the skin. Day one it's like the snake that needs to shed its old skin, because day two is activation. But the Chalice Well is a massive portal to fairy. And I just happen to work very well with those energies. I love my pink friends. And the reason I'm calling them pink friends is because they manufacture pink energies. And it is, I don't know, I go way back with the fairies and they always support me. So my magic in Glastonbury is like through the roof. So day one, we're going to do this shedding of the skin. It's a practice. It's a group meditation. It's, Q&A. I channel a lot. There's going to be a lot of light language. We're going to remove a lot of blockages. I'm going to bring the tissues because I know whoever's coming is going to cry a lot, but that's going to be the tears of release. Like I can already see it. It's going to be, oh my God, mind blowing, fantastic. We may even birth a new healing modality during that one gathering, because the energy of that group is going to be very high vibrational, like truly super activated. Day two, we're in the Glastonbury Abbey. They have this little house. Well, it's not really little. So we have a beautiful room in the house with like stunning floor length windows. And then we have the gardens. But day 2 is an activation day. So this is the day where my intention is to lead the group closer to the soul purpose, to understanding what the soul purpose is, their soul purpose, what their calling is. But also more importantly, really knowing is one thing, living it is a whole other thing. So what my game plan is to provide healing light codes activations, showcase all the blind spots so that the person doesn't only understand what their path is, but can step on it with clarity. So there's going to be a lot of channeling involved, for sure. And the way I envision this, and even like, whatever event I do, whether that is online, healing circle, doesn't really matter. I do it in the flow. Meaning, yes, I prep. That's fine. That's the type A Mariya. She likes to prep. She likes her spreadsheets. It's fine. However, I'm fully there and fully present to the needs of the group in the moment. So I read energies very well. And I'm in tune to some of the thoughts in people's, even the thoughts in people's heads. It gets really crazy telepathic these days. But I will know exactly what the group needs. I will know exactly what impediments are on our collective paths. And I will be able to get in and remove them. So it's a massively, massively healing and activating experience. So the first night, we're also going to have a fire ceremony. You guys, I'm so stoked for the fire ceremony. It's nobody's business. Oh my God, okay. Glastonbury is so it has a lot of ley lines, right? So ley lines are call them energy arteries of the planet, of Mother Gaia. However, originally they were called dragon lines, was because the original dragons of the earth, the dinosaurs, what they call the dinosaurs, which is like a made-up fake name from the 19th century. So the dragons used to be incredibly engaged in helping build out the energetic structure of planet Earth. And ley lines are kind of like those vessels that they left behind. And so a lot of the, the major monuments, a lot of the places of power, a lot of the chakras of planet Earth are located at the intersection of the ley lines. And so Glastonbury just happens to be that magical place at the intersection of the ley lines. And so it has, the ley line of Archangel Michael, of Mother Mary, and many, many others right there, the convergence of energy. However, it is such a dragon land, and the elemental spirit of the dragon kingdom is so alive in Glastonbury that I feel like my past life memories activated, all of the dragon times. It's so fantastic. And so I'm going to do a fire ceremony day 1 of the retreat. Well, we're going to go to a private farmhouse with a fire pit, and it's going to be massively cleansing. Light language and activation from the dragons is coming in a big massive way, and it's going to be very cathartic. What I'm seeing is it's a big release, and the group that will gather just has that innate connection to dragons also, so I'm stoked. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. Again, June, what am I saying? June 26th and 27th. We're taking care of all the meals and, of course, the program, all of the healing. And it's going to be nonstop healing. I'm going to leave some time for Q&A. You're going to get the answers to your questions is the bottom line. But it is also a rite of passage, which is what usually my trips to Glastonbury are. As in, the person that you come and the person that you leave are not going to be the same person. As in, you're going to go through multiple cycles of death and rebirth throughout just the 2 days that we are together. And then even more integrations are going to happen. So essentially, you're going to notice the before and after effect. I know this in my heart of hearts. This is going to be the only event, the only retreat that I do in 2024. And even the guidance for 2025 is not that clear. It's not like I'm getting a calling to all of a sudden start doing a bunch of events. Actually, quite the opposite. I think I may end up going in my hermit mode, preparing for the launch of my meditation app and recording a bunch of meditations, and potentially going into recording a course. Really want to do a course. I see my courses as quests. It's all going to be very fun, like a board game. Anyway, I digress. We're not talking about my courses, but the point being is I don't think I'm going to do another in-person retreat this year. In fact, I know I won't. What may happen is 1 or 2 more dates for dance therapy, but that is not even guaranteed because I have gotten absolutely zero guidance about that from my guides. And I never move with that. I don't move a finger until they tell me or unless they tell me. And so if you want to see me in person, And in fact, if you feel like a deep soul resonance with me, my message, if you feel like you're part of my soul tribe, you're meant to be there, because I've definitely gotten guidance about this event that it's just going to be my soul family. It's going to be the people who are going to, like literally, like we go way back. Like pretty much guarantee that if you end up in Glastonbury, we've shared past lives together and our higher selves know each other. Oh my God. Anyway, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a deeply healing sacred space. I'm going to hold it completely, rooted into my channel, right? So I'm there for you. I'm there for the group. I'm there holding space. I'm there to provide guidance, clarity, healing, all of the above. And I'm really good at it. If I say so myself. If you're meant to be there, I wholeheartedly invite you. If you're getting resonance, with this message, and if you feel like, oh my God, Glastonbury, totally, let's do this. Then I really sincerely hope that you come. Oh, one last thing. So the second day, we're going to be in Glastonbury Abbey, which is a Catholic abbey. However, nothing that I do is religious, so don't get scared. That is one of the places where the energy of Avalon is the strongest. Avalon is King Arthur, Merlin, that thing, like that part of the British history. Supposedly King Arthur is buried on the grounds of Glastonbury Abbey. The reason I wanted to do the second day there is because it's fantastic and amazing for activations. And day 2 is like, whoa, massively activating. Like we're all going to be crystalline beings by the end of it, and with our 12 strands of DNA activated. That's how big it feels. And so I could not have found a better place for that. And I don't know, there's also something about the legacy of Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table that like I personally resonate with. It's the energies of Glastonbury are something else entirely, and they're so activating to me. And what I'm excited about is to pass it on to you. So if you guys are curious, all the information is on my website. Thisismariya.com. It's literally on the homepage. You'll see a way to click through, and also in the main menu we have the moniker that says Glastonbury Retreat. There is an early bird offer right now. That early bird offer expires on May 16th. And also I have very, very few spots because I'm only able to have 20 people total with everything, because the room that I rented in the Chalice Well can only hold 20 people, and I just felt dead set on wanting it to be in the Chalice Well and nowhere else. So I'm limited by how many people. And by the way, because remember how I told you my soul family is coming, so some of those spots already taken, and they're not even on sale. Like they're not even gonna go up on sale. So I have very, very, very few spots. So if you feel like this one's for you, I'm trusting the universe that you're gonna be there. I'm sending you a big virtual hug, and I hope to see you in Glastonbury, my darlings.